Well, I got a new camera, and easy. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. I've been doing a bit of an ADHD dive on cameras for the last few months. It all started, I want to say, November. Yeah, I get it. Hey, quiet. Quiet on set. Bro. Go. She's gonna keep barking. Quit it. Shh. Fine, you're gonna go inside. Now she's gonna bark because Cisco's outside and she's not. But cameras. I went through an Android phase. I know. Most of my family's still iPhone, and a lot of apps cater to iPhone and Apple. I really wanted a keyboard phone, and I scratched the itch, and yeah, I ended up coming back to Apple. But in between there, I really wanted a keyboard phone. Android, only option other than the Clicks keyboards that you can add onto your iPhone, which are huge, and I don't know if I would like them. I do like the new one though, because it can stand as a standalone keyboard for whatever. It doesn't need to be a phone. So TVs and iPads and all that stuff. But back on track. So I went through a camera phase. I bought a Sony ZV-1, and great little camera. I had it for about a month, and I wanted to sell it. And then I started using it a little bit more and fell in love with it. It's basically a point and shoot camera with a fixed lens, 24 to 70 millimeter. So a pretty tight focal point if you're trying to vlog. Right now, on this camera, we're on an 18 to 45, but I think the 18 is more like 30, because it's this camera's APS-C, so it's cropped 1.6%. So whatever 1.6% of 18 is. Half is 9. It's 27, 28 maybe. But I ordered a 10 to 18 millimeter lens. But anyways, this camera is tiny. It's not much bigger than the Sony was. But my process behind this was, I had the Sony, which took great video, 4K. It was really good in low light. It had a pretty low f-stop for a point and shoot. I think it was 1.8 or 2.8. I can't remember. But I filmed with it. I filmed some 24-hour stuff with it, and I loved the footage that came out of it. But I also have a Canon 70D, and it kind of went to the wayside. And I'm a very big proponent of figuring out whatever works for you, and then just getting rid of whatever else. It's one of the reasons I've swapped so many cars over my lifetime. I think I've had 45, 47, something like that, which for your average person is a lot. But having the cameras that I had was kind of redundant. I had the Pocket 3, which PJ now has. He still owes me money for it. Love you. But sold that to him. He's been using it, getting the hang of it. And then also had my Canon. And the Canon was just strictly photos. I videoed with it a couple times, but it was very, very old 1080p tech with no stabilization. This thing has lens stabilization, which seems to be pretty good. Me walking around, I did a quick little video before. And then the Sony was awesome. It's a awesome little pocket camera. Now somebody's mowing. Son of a gun. Well, I'll just make it quick. But the Sony is awesome. Great footage. Okay at photos. But I really wanted to get something that kind of ticked all three of those boxes and was one camera. Now I know, especially with cameras, you're not going to have one camera that's the best do-it-all. It's going to be, you're going to have something that it is better in and something that it is worse in. Like, I think this thing, which is the Canon R50, not the 50V. I accidentally ordered that one and then realized what I did and canceled that order, and then found this one refurbished on Canon's website for $4.99, which is a crazy deal considering there's $6.50 anywhere else, refurbished or used. The $6.50 or the R50V is a camera I may end up adding into the lineup later, but I think I'm going to be very happy with this camera. So I was trying to replace 3 cameras into one, and I think I've done it. This should take way better photos than the 70D, because this is a 24 megapixel sensor versus the 70D, which was 20. And the 70D is also a 2013 camera, and this is a 2023 camera. So it has ton more autofocus points. The Canon colors are there; they're all good. I think on pictures it's going to be better, but probably hard to tell that it's better. But my dad's actually getting that off of me. He's getting a good deal. He wanted to buy it because I had mentioned that I was doing this whole camera thing. He said, well, I'll buy your Canon off of you if you want it. So I'm actually selling it to him cheaper than what I could sell it for, which is totally fine with me. I kind of feel bad selling it to him anyways, but he wants to buy it. So I got him a Canon bag for it. He's got 4 lenses with it. Gonna give him an SD card because I don't know if he has any SD cards. He's a big Canon guy from back in the day. He has a Canon AE1, which I think is like the first film lens that really paved the way for Canon. But yeah, so replacing a Canon 70D, the Sony ZV-1, and the Pocket 3. I probably could have lived with keeping the Pocket 3, but I didn't really use it as much as I wanted to. And it's a pretty low megapixel camera. It's a great camera, but the kind of content that I'm trying to do, it doesn't really fit. Trying to do some podcasts here and there. I actually have a podcast camera now. They got sent to me through Hollyland. But the problem with when you film big landscape areas, so 3 or 4 people sitting around a table, and you're filming with something that's low megapixel, and you try to crop in on how a lot of these podcasts are set up. Like you've got a person sitting here, you've got a person sitting over there, and you go to crop into that person, it's going to be a grainy look, and I don't want that. I know I don't always have the most interesting content, but I'm trying to make good, high quality, good to look at content. So, I know I've been rambling, but this is my attempt to replace 3 cameras with one, with the Canon R50. And I'm pretty stoked about it. It's actually still a pretty small camera. I'm just holding it right now, but I do have a Joby GorillaPod that I'll be probably trying to use it with. This is a video using the stock mics. I might work on the audio. I don't know. See how it sounds. It might be nice to hear the birds and whatnot in the background. But I think we're filming in 4K. I actually don't even know. But this is a Canon R50 RF lens. You can adapt to EF, but I'm just giving all those lenses to Dad. The only one I would really maybe want to keep would be the 200 millimeter, but they have an RF 55 to 210 that I want to buy, and I've already bought a RF 10 to 18. So So I should be able to get some super wide angle stuff. I don't know what this 18 to 45 is going to do for me, as far as zoom and film and drift events and stuff. So I might try and buy that lens before Drift Nirvana and then go casually shoot Drift Nirvana and try to make a cool video. But yeah, not really a tech review, not really anything, just a lowly creator trying to figure out what works for him. And I think I've found it. I think it's a good sweet spot. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Pretty good stabilization, I feel like. Okay, bye.